Yay, yay! Let's activate! All right, so I would love if you guys I'm going to put some binaural beats on in the background, and I would love if everybody sat back, put your electronic device down so you can still hear me. You don't need to see me. Sit back, get comfortable, close your eyes, and I want you to really start just connecting with your breath. I want you to start observing yourself. I really want you to settle into your chair, uncross your legs if you've got anything uncrossed. I want you to sit back and just receive. Focusing on your breath, closing your eyes, feeling the support of the chair or the ground or the couch beneath you. If your feet are on the floor, taking a moment to really just connect with the earth. Intention, sending the intention to open up the chakras in your feet, to send and to receive energy deep into the earth. Observing that breath, bringing your awareness down into your gut as you breathe in deeply and expand your gut. Activating that gut brain, activating that seat of your intuition as you inhale deeply, extending your belly out, and exhale. Inhaling and exhaling. One more deep into that gut brain. And exhaling. Now bringing your attention and awareness to the area of your heart, the area of your heart brain, the ambassador of your soul, of your higher self. Picturing the color green, setting the intention of opening up that heart chakra to receive and also to send out love, appreciation, and gratitude. Connecting to the infinite river of divine love that flows in that inner temple of your heart chakra, the seat of Anahata, giving yourself permission to receive, to be loved, and to give love. And then as you continue to breathe, bringing your attention to the third eye, the area just above your eyes in the middle of your forehead. Connecting with the possibility, inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. And as you open this area of your third eye, set the intention to see, to really see. Set the intention now, and maybe you are visually seeing, maybe you're feeling, hearing, experiencing, sensing. Taking a moment to trust that whatever your experience is just right, it is just perfect, and it is 100% what is right for you in this moment. And as you continue to focus in on that area of your third eye, start to also shift your energy and your attention to the area around the crown of your head, the Sahasrara chakra, the gateway to your higher self, the gateway to infinite inspiration, the gateway to your own quantum space. And as you focus in on that area, taking a moment to call in the energies of the direction and the guardian spirits of East and the air elementals, our brothers, the hawk and the eagle spirits who bless us with keen sight And I ask them to come into this space to offer each and every one of you expansion and new beginnings on this beautiful new moon, this new moon in Pisces, which is all about releasing a new beginning. So I ask that our brothers, the hawk and the eagle, come into this space, and the guardians of the direction of east offer you now the expansion that comes when you work with the element of air. And I turn to the direction of the south, to the heat and the elementals of the fire realms, and I ask that they too bring their energies into this space to infuse and activate the energies in each one of your fields of the southern directionals and the fire elementals, burning through any false grids and codes and templates that are in your field. I ask that the fire elementals and the south directionals come into our space now, and they purge and they clean like only the way that fire can. And I call upon the dragon spirits and the salamander spirits and the coyote, our great teacher, the trickster of coyote, to come into this space and to show you what is it that you need to release. What codes, grids, and templates are you done with? What are you ready to throw to the fire and burn away? How do you feel when you connect with the element of fire and the direction of south? What's coming up for you right now? What do you see going into the fire? And then we're going to turn to the direction of the west, where we call upon our directional guardians of the western gateways and the elemental spirits of the water realms. And I call upon them and I ask them to come into this space as we work with this beautiful, powerful, deep-seated Piscean energy of this new moon, cleansing, purging, and moving things the way that only water can, washing the slate clean. And to our spirit brothers and sisters in the water realms, the dolphins and the whale, the wisdom of all knowledge, the energy of the Pleiadians and the Atlanteans deep under the seas, bringing in the knowing, bringing in the healing, bringing in the movement and fluidity that only water can bring. Activate this, activate, activate, activate the energies and the power of water into each person's field who is here now and who is watching this as the replay. And then we turn to the northern gateways, to the elementals of the earth realms, and I call upon you, earth guardians, earth spirits of support, of abundance. I call upon you, the elementals of the earthen realms, our tree spirits, our dryads, our guides, our guardians, the energy and spirits of the wolf and the bear, the mountains and the trees and the forests of the great north, the pine spirits and the oak spirits, our brothers and sisters who guide us and watch over us, the energies and the spirits that connect us to Mother Earth. I ask that you come into this circle and you come into this space and you activate the codes of support, of abundance. And you wash out and you bury the old false grids and false codes and fears of lack, fears of not enough, the idea that the resources are limited. Activate these codes of abundance and deactivate these codes of scarcity. As you come into this space now, for each and every person here now and watching this as a recording. And then I turn to the lower worlds, the underworlds, our brothers and sisters in the crystal kingdoms and the mushroom kingdoms. Please come into our space now. I invite you into our space now. I invite you in to charge and activate the way that only our crystals can. Only our crystal kingdom can. Bring in all the energies of magic, all the energies of expansion, of possibility. Recharge. Recharge the grid right now. Recharge the master center of communication of each and every person in this space right now. Especially the energies of the quartz that is buried deep and all throughout the surface of the earth. Come into this space and elevate, activate, activate, activate now. And to the Shungite and the Tourmaline kingdom, I ask you to now absorb and deactivate any false grids, any false templates, any false codes in the field of anyone here with me now or watching this as a replay. Deactivate and absorb and transmute any codes that keep alive the fear of missing out, of lack, of not enough, of competition. Just allow the connection to go deep into the earth, opening up the channels to receive support and true abundance that is each and every person's here's birthright. And then we turn to the above realms, to our spirit guides, to our ancestors, to the angels, to any particular light beings of the highest light, and spirits only of the highest good and the highest and purest intention. We invite you into this space to elevate, to activate, and to transmute. And for each person who is here with me now or watching this as the replay, I invite your soul into this place. I invite your higher self into this space now. And as each one of you continues to focus on your breath, I want you to imagine you're now traveling up, 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 into the space where you now meet your soul. You're in your own quantum space. This is your own command center. This is the place where all of your experiences, all of your grids, all of your templates are active here in this place. And the light beings of the highest light that are here, our friends from the 6th and 7th dimension, the decoders from the 8th dimension, come into this space now. I invite you into this space to actively work on deactivating, clearing out fear of missing out codes, clearing out codes of lack, clearing out the codes that keep each and every person here locked in the illusion of the competitive plane. Clearing the space in this person's master motherboard for their true codes, for their true magical potential, for the codes that are right for them to be accessed and activated now. And as you do this work, I ask that you keep the mirror grid over them. Keep the mirror grid over each and every person here so that as they go out into the world, not only do they affect anyone that they come into contact with to create an energetic shift, to pass on this work, but also to wrap each and every person here in the safety of protection, allowing that nothing that is not of the highest light come into their space. That only whatever comes into their space is what is meant for them, to teach them, to show them, to expand them into their own potential. And then taking a moment, I want you to now connect with your soul in your quantum space. I want you to see yourself. Maybe you're showing up as another version of you. Maybe you're showing up as an animal. Maybe you look like a spirit. Maybe you look like an energy body. Whatever you see is absolutely 100% right. And I want you to imagine for a second that you're traveling through a door with this higher version of yourself. And as you go through the door, look around. What is it you see? What's showing up here for you? This is an indication of a timeline that is very real for you. It is your potential. It is everything that is waiting for you as you open up and you expand and you continue to allow yourself to activate and access the codes of your highest potential. And as you look around, open yourself up and ask your soul, to each person who's here now or watching this as a replay, this is now the time to give them the message. What is it they need to hear? What is it they need to do? And receive. Receive whatever the message is for you. The guidance, the clarity, the next indicated step, your calling, the answer you've been seeking. Receive and trust that this is very, very, very real. And when you are ready, travel backwards and come back through the door, finding yourself back in your quantum space, where you look around and perhaps you can see your own templates. Perhaps you can see your own grids and codes. And notice, just notice if anything is standing out to you, if anything is jumping out at you, a particular color or an element, a direction, a picture, an image, an animal. Just notice. Just notice. And before we go, I ask that the light beings of the highest light and our decoder friends from the 8th dimension, I ask that you remain working where you are, beyond time and beyond space, on each of these persons' field, doing the most intense of the work while they are sleeping, so as not to interfere with their daily lives. Continue to decode, continue to deactivate around the lack, the fear of missing out, the inadequacy, and the competition. And activate the purest potential of receiving, of abundance, of magic, and of personal power. And as you come back down into your body, I'll take a moment to release our spirits and our guides from above, except of course our friends from the higher dimensions that will continue to work on your field well and truly after this activation is done. And to the lower realms and to the crystal and the mushroom kingdoms, I release you and I thank you. And to the earth realms in the direction of north, I release and I thank those spirits that came into this space. And to the west and the water elementals, we release and thank each one of you. Your service is deeply appreciated. And to the southern gates and the fire elements, we thank you for your service as well. And of course, inviting any elementals and directionals to remain active in the field of anyone who needs it. And of course, to the eastern gates and the air elementals, we release and thank you for your service, inviting all light beings of the highest light and spirits of the highest good, and elementals and directionals that need to stay active in anyone's field for any expansion, purification, healing, and rewiring that needs to occur. We thank you. We thank you for your deep work in deactivating and activating the expansive grids and magical codes for each one of these beautiful souls that is here, allowing them to receive, allowing them to connect with their power so that they may fulfill their own divine purpose here on earth. And as you reconnect with your breath, noticing you're coming back into your body, feeling again the support of the ground beneath your feet or the chair beneath your bottom, underneath your back if you're laying down. Bringing in a little bit of movement to your fingers, maybe rolling your shoulders back, coming back to the room, back to the moment, back to the now, and opening your eyes when you are ready. Coming back and letting me know how that felt for you. And there's the corgi barking outside of the door right on time. Welcome back. And so what I really want you guys to connect with is that what we just did was an activation to bring your mind and to bring your emotional body and your energetic body along for the ride. But what you may experience is that things will start to occur in your everyday life. And what these experiences are is the chance for you to use the newly activated things. Because yes, we've deactivated some codes and templates. These 8th dimensional decoders are working on your field. But at any given time, you can fall right back in and reactivate that code. It's not a magic pill, right? It's not a behind the scenes magic pill. Now this is where the work begins for you. So you received this beautiful experience. Now this is where the work begins. So when something arises in your daily experience, open yourself into it. Look into it and see what's being shown to you. And choose to operate in alignment with the new, empowered, confident, trusting, abundant, receptive, magical codes and templates that have been activated in your field. You have access to them now, but you still have to choose to use them. Just like when you open a computer, you choose what web browser you want to use. You're still choosing where you're operating from in your daily life. So, so beautiful. Oh, I love that, Connie. Thank you for sharing that. You guys maybe journal, because journaling, writing it will anchor it in the 3D. Go outside, drink some water, ground it into the earth if you can. I know it's freezing cold for a lot of you. Take that time to really ground this experience into your 3D self. Write it, journal it, go outside, sit with it, connect with it. Come back and redo it. You guys are all going to have access to this recording. So if that feels right, redo it. Choose. It's my choice. I have the power. Absolutely. I love all of you. Thank you guys so much for being here and coming on this journey with me, whether you watched it live with me or you're catching it as the replay. And here's where I would like to encourage any one of you who wants to take this work deeper. If you feel you are ready to go deeper on this type of work, shoot me a message and let's have a talk about how to make that happen. I've got a couple different options of how you can join. And yeah, because we're going deep. We're going deep into the magical realms. And by the end of it, you guys are each going to understand your own power, your own capability, your own grids, your own templates, and you're going to be manifesting abundant, magical MFs. So yes, if you are interested in taking that work deeper, reach out, send me a message on Facebook, and we'll tee up a call, and I'll give you all the details for the mastermind. But only if you're ready to go deeper. If not, that's okay too. Love, beautiful blessings. Thank you for joining me. I will talk to you all soon. Have a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful new moon. Mwah. Much love.